An anthology about the bad, the short-lived, and the forgotten shows and events in television history. This is It Was a Thing on TV.
Punisher! Control!
Tell me before I change my mind!
I give you Super Train.
Episode 371, Submission 2210, Shaq commercials. Well, guys, Shaquille O'Neal, when he came onto the league in the 1992-1993 season, was a cultural phenomenon. This man was so big and so powerful that he just was an instant celebrity. And also, let's not forget, the man broke 2 backboards in his rookie season.
Does that include the one on Inside Stuff?
Okay, that's 3 if you're including Inside Stuff. And he would go on to, of course, win 4 NBA championships, 3 with Los Angeles and 1 in Miami in 2006. And then, after a long career, going, until 2011? Because I think, was it his last season with the Celtics?
Yeah, last season was with the Celtics.
Okay.
While he was going to grad school, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, grad school. So, after close to 20 years, he retired and then joined inside the NBA on TNT, where he's become a regular personality ever since. And I gotta say, one of the things that brings us joy every week during the NBA season before we start taping is Shaq to the Fool.
What?
He Shaq the Fool. What? He Shaq the
What?
Fool. He Shaq
What?
the Fool. And let's not forget, this segment has made us appreciate just how bad Russell Westbrook can be. But we're not here to talk about Shaq the Fool. We're not here to talk about Russell Westbrook. We're here to talk about Shaquille O'Neal commercials. Now, Shaquille O'Neal, he's pitched a lot of crap over the years.
So we're not going to hear about pain relief patches and car insurance then?
Oh, we are going to hear about that. But we got to start at the beginning first. So to start at the beginning, we got to go to 1993 when Shaq, in his rookie season, was doing a commercial for Reebok.
Password.
Don't fake the funk on a nasty dunk.
ID? You're early.
But I'm ready.
Then prove it.
That's not enough. Oh, this must be a rookie thing or something.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a rookie thing or something.
Yeah, Bill Russell, Kareem, Wilt, and Bill Walton all made him sweep up the glass.
Next time, don't go so hard in the paint, cuz.
I love he used the phrase, "Don't fake the funk on a nasty dunk." That was a line back in the day.
That was the most 1993 saying that ever 1993.
Yes. You say that to a Gen Zer nowadays, they'll look at you funny.
But you know what? Shaq was so popular in his rookie season, he had his own toy.
Yes. Yes, he did. And they wrote a song about it. Like you hear it go.
Shaq, yo, Shaq, I've always been like that. Here comes power play, Shaq, jamming, slamming on the attack, making the moves, give and go. Shaq's playing a winning Shaq, I've always been like that. Can't stop this scoring machine. Shaq's a classic playing dream. With a power crash hoop, don't turn your back. Cause it might be the Shaq Attack. Shaq Attack figures and hoop sets, each sold separately.
I didn't say it was a good song.
No.
I would have rather gotten the starting lineup figurine. I mean, that's what it was essentially, minus the trading card.
Yeah. Just a glorified statue.
Okay. Well, our next commercial is for All Sport. Do you remember All Sport, guys?
Vaguely?
It was like before Pepsi bought Gatorade, like in the late 90s, they had their own sports drink.
With blackjack and hookers.
Oh, now I remember it.
Yeah. So this commercial is Shaq as an old man in the future telling a bunch of kids what basketball was like back in the day compared to what basketball is now in the far off future of 2044. And by the way, guys, keep a lookout in this commercial because, hey, Chico, Smart Guy is in this commercial.
Oh, yeah. Here we go. Smart Guy.
Here we go. All Sport.
Grandpa Shaq, tell us how basketball used to be.
Well, the basket wasn't always 20 feet tall.
What about 100-yard courts?
Not even close.
What happened?
All Sport.
New All Sport. Unsurpassed taste. A third more carbs than Gatorade for energy. This is a body quencher.
After All Sport, the game was a breeze. Until they put in the moving basket.
All Sport. The game will never be the same.
Could you imagine how different basketball would be if we had the moving basket?
I remember that ad.
So do I. Did that look like R.J. Smith from Journey of Alan Strange and Nick Frito in that commercial too?
Maybe. Oh my God. That commercial was insane. 100-yard court.
I remember that commercial.
Well, guys, remember when Shaq had his own video game?
Yes. I remember they had to rotoscope his moves, and they basically put him in a green screen sort of situation, and they digitized all of his moves and put him in a game, and it wasn't too good.
No, it wasn't. It was immortalized in that one episode of Fresh Off the Boat when all the kids wanted to get Shaq Fu. And then when they got Shaq Fu, they realized it sucked. So now you can relive that disappointment from 1994 with Shaq Fu from EA.
Shaquille O'Neal, a.k.a. Shaquille Bounty Hunter. Enforcer of justice. Left hand, right hand. Register. Lethal weapons. Right foot. Left foot. Size 22. Register lethal weapons. This is your target.
Introducing Shaq Fu, Kung Fu Shaq style. For Sega Genesis and Super NES.
What the hell did I just watch?
Okay, you knew it was going to be a junk game when you originally saw it. I'm sorry, when I went to the toy store or the video game store back in like 94, 95 and saw Shaq Fu, I wasn't clamoring to buy it. It wasn't like, oh, I got to have this for the Super Nintendo or whatever other systems it was on. You knew it was a flaming pile of junk.
It was. It was indeed a flaming pile of junk. Well, speaking of things that are totally 90s, here's Shaq for the Pepsi Big Slam.
Most things in this world aren't big enough to handle 7 feet 2 inches, 310 pounds.
And I ordered the big breakfast.
How does that feel? Oh, wash your head, Mr. O'Neill. There is one notable exception. The Big Slam from Pepsi. 1 ice-cold liter of Pepsi big enough to handle the biggest thirst. Ain't life grand?
You get it? Shaq is too big for normal people things.
That's just like a day in my life. Well, not that much.
And haven't they also brought 1 liter bottles back?
Well, no, it's not 1 liter. It's 1.25 liters.
Oh, okay.
It's a little bit bigger, but really nowadays, if you've seen the price of soda, oh my gosh, it's actually less expensive to buy the 1.25 liter bottles than a 2 liter bottle.
You know, guys, I'm wondering, what would have happened if Shaq met Larry the Big Man Melman?
I bet you he would be the only person in the world who could not awkwardly fist bump the guy.
But the big man, he never put a hole in ceilings or roofs like Shaq did there.
No, but he did ask Bob Rooney to give people in the audience of Late Night with David Letterman a big 3 liter bottle of soda.
And 2 t-shirts.
And 2 t-shirts.
So that would be 2 t-shirts and 3 Pepsi Big Slams.
Yeah. All right. Well, what would happen if we had like 5 Shaqs against 5 other Shaqs?
It would be confusing for one.
It would be confusing, but it would probably be awesome, right? Well, let's see what happens in this Reebok commercial.
All right, gentlemen, let's have some big clean basketball.
Shaq brings up the ball, passes to Shaq in the corner, feeds it to Shaq in the post, who's got Shaq all over it. Wow, what a matchup this is going to be.
Shaq, get in for Shaq.
You guys, big good-looking guy.
It's rejected. Back the other way. Blocked. Back the other way. Blocked again. There's a souvenir for a lucky fan.
And at the half, we are tied at 0.
Man, these guys can play. Yeah, no.
All right, guys, the D is great, but we can't win if we don't score.
Okay.
3-on-1 break. He scores. Back the other way. Scores. Down court again. He scores. Whoa! This is incredible.
You're kidding, right?
Shaq for 3. Unbelievable.
And after 7 overtimes, we're still tied. Looks like we're going to shoot free throws to settle this one.
It's funny because he has no game from the charity stripe.
Well, also, he had no 3-point shot, and they showed him hitting a 3-pointer.
Yes.
Okay, but how do you explain that? I'm going to do quick research while you watch the next commercial. I want to know how many 3-pointers Shaq hit in his career.
Oh, this will be entertaining. Well, Mike goes to Basketball Reference. In 1995, Shaquille O'Neal's Orlando Magic came up just short to Hakeem Olajuwon, but later that year, they would do a commercial together advertising the Taco Bell double-decker taco.
Some people love our crunchy tacos, others our soft tacos. Now Taco Bell introduces the double-decker taco. Our delicious original taco joined with beans and a soft tortilla. It's the taste big enough to bring the 2 sides together. The double-decker taco, just 79 cents.
I love that they signed a peace accord. And it says right here, historic peace accord. No more fouls.
All right. Would you like some closure on how many 3-pointers Shaq hit in his career?
Yes.
I would.
Okay. We'll do this Price is Right style or Card Shark style. I want you guys to take guesses. So, Greg, take a guess how many 3-pointers Shaq hit in his NBA career.
1.
Chico, you want to take a guess?
69.
No, actually, you didn't even need to guess because Greg hit it on the nose. He hit exactly 1 3-pointer in his career.
Are you kidding me?
In 1995-96, he hit a 3-pointer. I think a better question would be, guess how many 3-pointers he attempted in his career?
69.
No, he didn't do that many. 22. His career percentage of 3-pointers is 4.5%.
I had a better 3-point percentage score when I was 8 and 4'10" of nothing.
Well, good for you.
Well, in 1996, America was gripped with Olympic fever. And of course, Shaq was heading to the Olympics with the Dream Team. But also, in 1996, it was a big year for Shaq because you know what came out in 1996? Oh, Chico's not even going to guess.
I got nothing.
Kazam.
Oh, yeah. Forgot about that.
Don't worry, everyone forgot about Kazam. So, what happens when you're a star running back for the reigning Super Bowl champion Dallas Cowboys? Well, you're going to find out in this commercial with Shaq and Emmitt Smith.
My name is Kazam, and your wish is my command. Huh? I understand you have a dream.
But you're not a genie.
That's real life. I'm a genie in Kazam the movie.
But this is a commercial.
Same rules apply. Now make a wish.
To play football in the summer games.
They don't play football in the summer games.
Hey, you get to be a genie.
Good point.
Man, those are some powerful shoes.
It's your dream, but this is my planet.
Okay, that was so 90s.
Yeah, it definitely was.
I'm talking about like everything. The supermarket they were set in, the clothes they were wearing. Oh my gosh, that was like peak mid-90s. That's 90s overload.
It was the most 1996 commercial than ever 1996.
Right down to the Reebok logo that went 90 degrees and formed a torch.
Well, here's another commercial for Taco Bell that talks about a serious syndrome that I was not even aware of.
It now appears that Shaq is suffering from a neck injury.
Of course we're concerned. That's one valuable neck. It's not natural.
It's a conspiracy, man. Shaq is suffering from taco neck syndrome, TNS. It's caused by his craving for delicious Taco Bell tacos. And he's getting worse with every neck-bending bite. But now there's a big breakthrough therapy. The new Big Beef Burrito from Taco Bell. Just 99 cents with double the beef. It is the perfect antidote for taco neck.
Now, I want to point out something. This is from 1997, and this commercial also featured Jerry West. I believe Shaq would have been traded to the Lakers.
No, he signed with the Lakers in the 96 offseason.
Okay, so...
Yeah, he was a free agent.
All right, so Shaq would have signed with the Lakers earlier that season. We just like to point this sort of thing out.
I don't know, Greg, if you can go to about the 10-second mark where they showed like his teammates. Okay, I wanted to see if possibly Kobe Bryant was in this commercial because he would have been on that 96-97 Lakers team. No, that's Derek Fisher on the left, and on the right, I believe, is Eddie Jones.
Yeah, but let's be clear. Derek Fisher, he had a great NBA career in his own right.
They both did. Eddie Jones was no slouch either. And also, I want to add, I don't know if you noticed that the last frame of that commercial.
Yes!
Yes.
There was a promo for Wings.
I'm so disappointed we didn't get the full promo for Wings, because as we established, 71 episodes for the first time ever on this podcast, which I never mentioned before. I held it as a deep, dark secret. But when I revealed it, I felt so relieved. I love Wings.
Not as much as Shaq loves tacos.
No. I wonder if Tim Daly ever ate Taco Bell and had taco neck syndrome. Never thought you'd have a podcast asking, has Tim Daly ever eaten Taco Bell?
Well, after having a taco and a burrito, I want to wash it all down with an ice cold Pepsi. Again.
All right. Well, we got two Pepsi heads from 1997. So here's the first one.
ball.
Don't even think about it.
That kid just gave Shaq the business.
I'm surprised he didn't even ask to play for it. I mean, if I was Shaq, I probably would have done that. It's like, play for it.
I take back what I said earlier about the Reebok commercial with Emmett Smith about that being the most 90s thing ever. Oh my gosh, that ad was the most 90s thing ever. The graphics and all that.
Well, our next commercial. Hey, McFly, anybody home?
Not interested in the Shaq up here. I'm looking for the Shaq right in here. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Shaquille O'Neal. Shaq.
Who's the big man that slams the world with just one hand? You damn.
This is the one that's going to make it. You play a mailman in this. It's called The Shaq is in the Mail.
Can't quite put my finger on it. Dig it? Something just ain't right.
Only seconds left. Shaq puts up the shot, and it's...
And that's what I've been missing.
Don't even think about it. But let's do lunch. Pepsi. Generation Next.
Can I just have a baby?
No. Come on. It's embarrassing for you.
Nobody wants to give Shaq their Pepsi. That's a theme. Hey guys, do you remember when Midway came out with NBA Showtime, NBA on NBC?
Why, yes. It was supposed to be the spiritual successor to NBA Jam when that fell out of favor. Thanks, Acclaim.
Yeah. I have fond memories playing NBA Showtime, NBA on NBC on the Dreamcast. It was awesome. But who'd they get to be on the cover for NBA Showtime, NBA on NBC when it came out to stores? Oh, Shaq. And hey, he did a commercial for it.
If I invented basketball, I'd get rid of the extra players. I make it 2-on-2. So I either have the ball or I'm getting the ball. And I get rid of some rules like no setting the ball on fire. And I do this a lot. Because it's not my fault everyone's not 7-1.
Hey, play your game. Midway's NBA Showtime, NBA on NBC. It ain't no sim game.
And I make free throws worth 3 points. Because free throws are tough.
Okay, two things. Didn't he say he was 7'2" in an earlier Pepsi commercial?
Maybe.
Did he shrink an inch between 1994 and 1999?
Okay, I gotta say it. I've never seen that game before, and after seeing that, I could just see like a kid going with his mom to the video game store or the toy store and saying, "Hey mom, I want to get NBA Jam at home." And she says, "We have NBA Jam at home." And it's this. This is like the Wish version of NBA Jam.
Oh, come on. It has Round Bull Rock in it.
Okay, those points don't make this game NBA Jam. I'm sorry.
But it's from the same team as NBA Jam.
They could have just done like an expansion pack or something like that. I'm just saying.
They've done expansion packs for years. It's 1999. We're almost in the third millennium, son. NBA Jam, old and busted. NBA Showtime, new hotness. Of course, now in 2023, a little nostalgia with your arcade one-ups and whatnot. It ain't too bad.
Yeah,
But
because
1999.
yeah.
Get that big stuff out of here.
Okay, now we go back to Burger King for the Shaq Pack.
Who is a man that can jam over any man? Can you dig it? Who's the cat that wants sourdough, bacon, and all that? I'm talking about Shaq Pack. The new Shaq Pack. Grilled sourdough bacon cheeseburger, crispy fries with free warm cheddar cheese dipping sauce, and a Coca-Cola Classic. You gotta have a Shaq Pack, baby.
Man, did Shaq have Isaac Hayes like sing his soundtrack everywhere he walked?
Yes. Yes, he did. Remember, Shaq's rise is concurrent with Isaac Hayes' career renaissance.
I got one observation about that ad. We've talked about Shaq in 3 different commercials thus far for Pepsi. Now, I haven't been to Burger King in probably a year, if not more. Doesn't Burger King sell only Coke soft drinks?
Yes. We talked about this in the Herb ad, because remember in the Herb ad, they were using Pepsi back in the 80s.
Okay, I'm just saying there's a little bit of a conflict of interest there. He does Pepsi, 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 and then does Burger King, and Burger King serves Coke products.
Yeah, I noticed that he's not done a Pepsi ad since.
Yeah, he sold out to big fast food.
He also hasn't done a Taco Bell ad since.
Yeah, I was just going to say, that all ties in with PepsiCo, yes.
Yeah, he went from thinking outside the bun to thinking inside the bun.
Wow, that was a whopper right there.
Let's move on to the next commercial.
Hey, we get to the mid-2000s. And, well, Shaq is now like the old man in the NBA. He's like a veteran. He's been there for a solid decade. And who's one of the young, new hot stars in the NBA around the mid-2000s? Oh, a kid from Syracuse by the name of Carmelo Anthony. And hey, they're plugging something that's going to be around forever. Radio Shack. All right, here we go. Radio Shack with Shaq and Carmelo. You only got now. Oh, they're going to be around. It's going to be around forever.
No, Radio Shack.
Oh, yeah. Radio Shack. Is it Shack or Radio Shack?
Yeah, Radio Shack. Now I get it.
Okay.
Hey, Carmelo, your thoughts on the Shack?
Well, I'm kind of new, but the Shaq is the best.
I bet you still have questions.
Yeah, but the Shaq always has the answers.
What are you guys talking about?
What are you talking about?
Radio Shack's experts will help you with the latest and cool small electronics. So for simple answers to your electronics questions, come to your neighborhood Radio Shack.
Bottom line, the Shaq will take care of you. Wonder if they can help with my free throw shooting.
Radio Shack.
For those of you keeping score at home, that is the 3rd reference to Shaq's piss poor 3-point shooting.
Free throw shooting, not 3-point. They're both the same. Whatever. 3-point shooting for Shaq. Free throw shooting for Shaq. They both sucks at both. But look at this phone right here. That the lady show.
Remember having that phone for 2 years coming out of college. That was my last phone before I traded up for a Motorola Razr.
Okay, Mike, you gotta look this up. Okay, you go on Google Images, search LeBron James Monday Night Raw flip phone. LeBron is at Quicken Loans Arena in 2003 for an episode of Monday Night Raw, and he takes a picture of Stone Cold Steve Austin on the shittiest looking 2000s flip phone you'll ever see in your life.
I'm looking at it.
Is that not the shittiest looking flip phone you've ever seen?
Okay, but really, is there any such thing as a good flip phone from the 2000s?
Yes, the Motorola Razor.
Razor.
Okay, I never had one of those, so I can't compare.
You don't know what you're missing, bro.
You did not know what it was like to have a Motorola Razor. You were the coolness in the 2000s. You had that.
Ooh, boy.
Well,
You were the
that explains a lot of stuff then.
Yeah. All right. Well, before Shaq was on the Inside the NBA crew on TNT, he, of course, was doing ads as a player for NBA on TNT in this commercial involving a Spanish class.
Who knows how to say most valuable player? Yes.
El jugador más valioso.
Very good. El jugador más valiosos. What about 3 championships? Yes.
3 campeonatos.
Excelente. 3 campeonatos. What about most dominant center ever? Yes.
Yao Ming.
Yao Ming.
Bill Russell.
Go to the principal's office.
Nothing is more dramatic than the truth. Season starts November 2nd.
Obviously, Shaq was still scored by that experience of sweeping the glass of that Reebok commercial.
I believe that.
All right, well now, this ad, guys, that I'm about to show you was from Super Bowl 42 for Vitamin Water. It's called Horsing Around with Shaq. And guys, I have many questions as soon as this ad is over.
It's One Trick Pony and Copernicus battling a length ahead with Mike from Queens on the outside of Prime Chili and Benny the Waiter, Toothless Tiger and Old Man Gator at the back of the pack. And there's the long shot, new jockey Shaquille O'Neal on Chunk of Love. Extraordinarily large for a jockey. He apparently tried Vitamin Water Power C with Vitamin C and Taurine and decided to saddle up for this. He said he wanted a crown to go with all those rings. And Chunk of Love, half Clydesdale on the other side, not normally known for speed, is coming on like an angry Viking. Now alongside Julio Cuaron, and Shaq's boxing El Cuaron asserting his dominance in the low post. We're down the stretch with less than a furlong. Unbelievable! Benny the Waiter and Prime Chili coming together to keep Shaq back, but Shaq won't be denied. The crowd is on its feet. Prime Chili, Chunk of Love, Benny the Waiter, too close to call at the wire. Sweet mother of molasses, it's a photo. It's Shaq by a nose, and he's done it. O'Neal and Chunk of Love have taken the crown. One for the record books. O'Neal and a valiant filly named Chunk of Love have made history. Vitamin Water, try it.
I have to say, Shaq has committed at least a dozen disqualifications while running as a jockey in this race.
Did that jockey just slap his crotch?
No, he slapped it on the ass, not the crotch.
Oh.
Mike, you're just speechless about what you just saw.
No, I'm speechless because Chico thought the jockey slapped Shaq in the crotch.
Because the jockey is... The Shaq
is like, wait.
Okay, I am speechless about a couple of things. Besides the jockey slapping Shaq on the crotch, I mean, behind. I can't believe that Vitamin Water spent so much money. It's a Super Bowl commercial, like you said. They spent money on that? And also, if Shaq was actually on a horse, the horse would be dead probably. He'd be like, I can't run, get off of me. And then you had Shaq like leaning over on the horse. How did they not tip over? Like you said earlier, Greg, there's more questions than answers after seeing this.
And also, I said this, Shaq has committed a dozen disqualifications. Remember that one horse in the Kentucky Derby that got disqualified? What is this, the horse racing equivalent of the Live Tour?
And that was your weekly slam of the Live Tour. Oh my God.
Congratulations, Brooks Koepka, on paying tribute to your boss on the final day of the Masters by choking a lead on Sunday.
Hey, it only makes sense that he's on the Live Tour because he could only play 54 holes.
Just like Greg Norman.
That's the joke.
Okay, well, now we have Shaq in a commercial for This Is Sports Center titled Hero.
How long has he been up there?
I don't know. I think a while.
Oh!
And he drinks some vitamin water.
Okay, I need to note. Do you notice who Shaq saved by climbing up the ladder?
Mike the Tiger from LSU, yeah.
It's funny because Shaq went to LSU. But also he's got Miami Beach Police on. So obviously this was when he was playing with the Heat, so...
Yeah, he was playing with the Heat, he was rescuing Mike the Tiger, and he was drinking a vitamin water at the end. That is quintessential Shaq at this time period.
Oh, it definitely is totally Shaq at this point. Now we get into Shaq's post-playing career. So, okay, we couldn't have a Shaq commercials episode without at least once mentioning Icy Hot. Because as you know, he plugs Icy Hot all over the place. So, okay.
Match with the Icy Hot patch.
No. Here we got Icy Hot dance moves.
This is me living with back pain. And this is me treating back pain with Icy Hot Smart Relief.
Smart Relief from Icy Hot starts blocking pain immediately at the nerve level.
I'm so jealous of me right now. Turn off pain with Icy Hot Smart Relief.
I never thought I'd see Shaq break down those sweet-ass funky dance moves.
Surprised he hasn't gotten the call for Dancing with the Stars just yet.
Well, guess what, guys? We brought up Icy Hot. So now, this is what you all came here for. We're going to be talking about the General. Yeah, salute to the General. Okay, so we got 4 commercials for the General. So here's the first one, involving a truck.
Nice truck, Shaq. Hey, thanks for coming by. I want to talk to you about my friend. He let his car insurance lapse.
Not a problem. We'll give him credit for any prior coverage he had in the last 5 years.
I like your style.
Just making auto insurance easier.
Let's take a ride.
Got an elevator?
Use the stairs.
Get your anonymous online quote with low payments now. For a great low rate you can get online, go to the General and save some time.
I saw Greg getting with the beat there, moving his head.
For a great wait, go online, go to the General and save some time. And I love how Chico's paying tribute to the late great Bushwhacker Butch by just moving his arms like this.
I can only do so much while I'm sitting.
Well, you know, Shaq and the General, they go way back. Back even farther than you could even picture. All right, so here we go. Best friends.
Some friendships are just natural right from the start.
Oh, man. Hey, I think mustaches are cool.
Thanks, Shaq.
How am I going to get insured now?
Don't worry, I got your back.
You've always been a great friend, Joe.
The General Insurance, trusted and sticking by you for over 55 years.
Sing it.
For a great low rate you can get online, go to the General and save some time.
I'm sorry.
You know what that reminds? Okay, at the 15-second mark, where he's wearing, of course, the gold and purple state jersey, because again, LSU. But check out the cameo flat top fade on that guy. I mean, I'm reminded of flashbacks from Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt with Titus Burgess rocking that same haircut.
I never recall Shaq wearing that high of a flat top.
I don't recall Shaq ever having hair.
No, he had hair back when he was at LSU. But okay, Greg, yes, that's where I wanted you to go next. The general in high school has this thick mustache.
And it's prematurely gray. Am I the only one that notices that?
Was this like Robin Williams in the movie Jack? Was the general like, as soon as he turned like 10, he would be like 60?
Probably.
Our next general commercial involves a trampoline.
Getting an online car insurance quote from my buddy, the General, is a slam dunk. All it takes is a couple of minutes. The monthly payments are low, and you can get immediate proof of insurance. Get your anonymous online quote with low payments and ride with the General.
Hey, Shaq, how about some help up here?
Nope, I'm retired.
For a great low rate you can get online, go to the General and save some time.
Nice air up there, General.
Mad hops, my friend. Mad hops.
All right, well, Mike, we talked about this commercial, I think, back when we did the grudge match last year. It's the general commercial with Shaq and Michael Buffer. So here we go. Let's get ready to...
Let's get ready for jalapeno poppers.
Can you have me some potato skins?
They're loaded.
Turns out Michael Buffer speaks like that all the time. And it turns out the General is a quality insurance company that's been saving people money for nearly 60 years.
And in this corner, coconut shrimp.
For a great low rate and nearly 60 years of quality coverage, make the right call and go with the General.
Let's get ready for garlic bread.
I said it when we talked about the grudge match. I'm going to say it again. The line is right there. Let's get ready for apple crumble. It rhymes. It's perfect. It's beautiful.
It's so perfect.
What is this crap about? Let's get ready for coconut shrimp. Huh? Really?
In his defense, coconut shrimp is tasty.
I don't
Sure.
eat shrimp. I don't eat shrimp, and that's your opinion. I prefer the apple crumble myself.
I'll leave the shrimp to Forrest Gump. Oh, hey, I think for the first time ever, guys, we're going to China for this commercial. And we have Shaq for something called Harbin Beer.
只剩一瓶哈尔滨啤酒，我要，谁赢谁喝。劲酷啤酒引爆劲酷篮球体验，酷劲难挡，哈尔滨啤酒。
Okay.
How did we just see?
Chico, can we describe what we've seen in the last 15 seconds?
Okay, two kids or two young adults arguing over a beer. And then we have Shaq playing one-on-one against, I don't even know this dude.
Well, it gets deeper than that because each of the two youths, as you said, or young adults, they like take off like their body essentially. There's a zipper running down like their face or something, and they suddenly become like 1.5 feet taller than they are in normal life, and suddenly they turned into tall black men.
Yeah.
And then this girl steals a beer.
The beer
And she
that they
doesn't
were
look like
playing
she.
for.
Wait. She doesn't look like she's old enough to have a beard. She's not 21.
Well, it's China. They could have different laws. You could be like 15 probably to drink a beer in China.
Okay, guess what I'm researching?
How old you have to be to drink a beer in China?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh, by the way, the second player, apparently, Tracy McGrady.
Oh my God! Oh, hold on a second. You mentioned Tracy McGrady. I'd be remiss to not mention Tracy McGrady pitched independent ball for the Sugarland Skeeters in the Atlantic League a couple of years ago. Yeah, true story. Tracy McGrady played independent baseball as a pitcher.
All right, I got the answer to the question. How old do you have to be to drink beer in China? 18. And I'm even going to say she does not look 18.
You know what? I'd say she was 18.
Yeah, it's good enough for me.
It's good enough for China. Who cares if she's 16? Good enough for China.
Our next Shaq commercial is for Nestle Crunch.
Shaq, why do I have to carry all the stuff?
Because you're bigger and stronger.
And better looking.
Come on. Hit it.
Nothing crunches like a Nestle Crunch. With crunchy Krispies and creamy Nestle milk chocolate, life is good.
Hey, Fruit Waves?
I can do that.
Nestle Crunch. Why be plain when you can be crunchy?
So essentially, Shaq taking a bite out of a Nestle Crunch ripped apart California from the state of Nevada, and now the desert has like water, like now that Nevada is separated from California. Did he like essentially rip off Lex Luthor's plot in Superman the movie?
No, what came to mind for me is the Bugs Bunny cartoon where he saws Florida off of the southern coast of the United States. That's what it reminded me of. And boy, don't we all wish Florida would just be sawed out of the United States right now.
Apologies to those living in Florida, but
no apologies given. I meant what I said. You heard me.
I meant apologies to those. You know what I mean.
I know what you mean, but I'm throwing punches. I don't care.
Oh, I don't blame you. Next ad is for something called Alkaline 88 Water. I don't know what this is.
I think it's part of that new sort of fad where everybody has to drink alkaline water to keep their pH from going out of whack. As a scientist, I have to say, that's all marketing. You have an ingrown pH regulating system inside your body. It's called your metabolism, damn it.
So here we go. Alkaline 88 Water with Shaq.
Alkaline 88, deliciously smooth. Shakalicious.
All right, so let's describe this. He's building a tower full of water bottles. And right when he's putting on the last water bottle on top of the tower, it all falls apart.
I don't need any stinking alkaline water. I got nature's goodness right here.
Okay, good. Well, guys, remember when we talked about how nuts Shaq looked in that General Best Friends commercial? Well, guess what? He's going to look ridiculous again in something called Age of Beard. I watched this a little bit before we started recording for the taping, and oh boy, this is going to be something.
Nice beard, Shaq. What do you use on it?
Age of Beard. All natural organic products.
Looks good.
My mojo always came from my beard. Before I could grow one, things were different.
I'll take Isabella. Miles. Come on, Shaq. What are you doing?
That's my move.
Oh!
Isabella, can I have a piece?
Sorry, Shaq. I don't have enough. Miles. Sweet, I'm Romeo. Yes, I'm Juliet.
Tree number 3.
Wow.
But now, with the age of beard, I got my mojo going strong. Spin move, beard mojo, beard mojo, beard mojo. Still going. I was just playing. Don't be like young Shaq. Get your mojo at ageofbeard.com. Can you dig it?
No, I can't.
Okay. Look at 1984 Shaq next to these little kids.
With the beginning of the cameo haircut.
Yeah, and I love how he basically he slowly did not hustle to first base when he hit that ball. He was doing his own version of like a home run trot after he hit a home run. He basically pulled a Javier Baez.
Oh dear.
Hey, our next commercial is for Frosted Flakes. And we're joined by someone who's great.
No way.
No, really, I think I could dunk on you.
Maybe, but I bet I love Kellogg's Frosted Flakes more than you.
You are funny.
It's the truth, Tony.
Come on, buddy. My picture's on the box. Tiebreaker. Who's got the deeper voice?
They're great. I win.
I win.
I win, Tony.
Oh, you're cute when you're wrong.
And I still love these more than you.
No way.
Same time tomorrow, Tony?
Yeah, see you then, buddy.
All right, love you.
Love you more.
I love the idea that Shaq could have a Zoom chat with Tony the Tiger.
We should all be so lucky to have a Zoom chat with Tony the Tiger.
That would be great. Hey, one of the other things that Shaq has plugged the hell out of over the last several years is Papa John's Pizza. So here's a commercial for Papa John's stuffed crust with Shaq.
Now, fun fact, Shaq is a Papa John's franchisee.
Yes, he is. At some point, they should just change the name of the restaurant to Papa Shaq's. Let's be quite honest. Considering we don't talk about Papa John anymore for good reason, I propose, let's just change Papa John's to Papa Shaq's. Everyone would love it. Papa Shaq's. We'd all be in favor of that, right?
Oh, totally.
Sure.
And then when you enter Papa Shaq's, you're going to be greeted with like a shadow of Russell Westbrook doing that walk to remember from Shaq to the Fool. Remember that?
Right.
Thanks, Gene.
What happened to your New Year's resolution?
My resolution is to eat better. Epic stuffed crust. Better ingredients, better pizza. I'm eating better. What are you guys doing in my house? Don't answer. I thought you said you wasn't coming back.
We had 3 Shaqs in one commercial. 3 Shaqs. Talk about great acting range.
That's something that comes with experience. You can't teach that. It comes with experience.
No. I can't believe Shaq had long hair in that one commercial.
He had the Jerry curl going, yeah.
Oh, Jerry Curl Shaq. That's fire right there. That's fire.
Indeed it is.
Okay, well, here we go with Shaq plugging Oreos.
Shaquille O'Neal.
Every dunk is wonder-filled, so bring your milk and cookie skills. Let the Oreo Dunk Challenge begin. Show your dunk for a chance to win.
Show us your dunk with hashtag Oreo Dunk Sweepstakes.
I gotta say, though, that is sweet. Those are some sweet dunking skills right there by Shaq. Just dunking that Oreo in.
I did not take Shaq for an aerialist.
Hey, Shaq has been plugging the Epson printers. Every time I go to Staples, they have that big, giant, life-size, like, cutout of Shaq every time I go to Staples. And let me just tell you something. I am practically, like, nothing compared to Shaq. He is like, when I look at that big 7-foot cutout, I'm like, holy crap, he is tall. He's a big boy. Well, here he is plugging the Epson Eco Tank for Epson Canada, eh?
Hello, Canada. As you know, I'm not Canadian, but I'm a big fan. Hockey? Love it. Poutine? Loved it. And now I got something you're gonna love. The Epson Eco Tank printer. No more expensive cartridges. Comes with big ink tanks. Check this out. Pretty cool, but not as cool as this. Boom! It comes with up to 2 years of ink in the box. And then, when you finally need more ink, instead of spending all those loanies and tonies on expensive cartridroonies, just buy another set of these bad boys and get up to 2 more years of ink, which is equivalent to buying about 80 cartridges. Slapshot. Sorry. The Epson Eco Tank. Just fill and chill. Hey, can I get some more poutine, please?
Yes, I would like to have more poutine.
It's delicious.
It is delicious.
I want poutine right now. That sounds so good.
Yeah. God bless you, Canada. All right. Well, our last commercial with Shaq is actually a compilation that a YouTube user set for his many ads for Gold Bond medicated powder. Now, I appreciate Gold Bond powder. I'm a big fan of Gold Bond powder. And having Shaq endorse Gold Bond powder makes me very proud to be a regular consumer of Gold Bond powder. And this compilation makes me very proud to use it. So, here we go. We saved the best for last.
This is how I go from Shaquille to Shakur. Get it? I'm Shaq. I wake up cool, but this keeps it going. Do I use new Gold Bond men's lotion to look good or feel good? Yes, I do. You can't mess with perfection, but you can moisturize it. Gold Bond men's lotion makes me look so good, it should come with a warning label.
So if you've ever wondered where that gif of Shaq doing that little shimmy comes from, shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. That's where it comes from. Shimmy, shimmy, shimmy. Mike, you're so happy you now finally know the origin of the shimmy.
I appreciate knowing the origin of the shimmy, but also it makes me proud because, just like you, Greg, I'm a Gold Bond user. I don't use powder. I use just regular, I'm sorry, Greg, Johnson's baby powder. But I know. He gave me the Yankees thumbs down guy, and I totally expected that. But no, I use their Gold Bond lotion. That stuff is great.
But you know what they all had in common, guys?
Aside from the fact that they all featured 7'2" of nasty dunk energy,
they were all things on TV. Well, that's going to do it for episode 371. But before we close it out, ladies and gentlemen, we have it back for the second straight week. It's the Joey Gallo update. Joey Gallo, he can't hit over 200, but he can sure smack a ball over the fence. It's the Joey Gallo update. Well, Chico, you weren't here last week.
Yes, please explain what's going on here.
Well, last year we talked about Joey Gallo and how crappy he did at the plate for the Yankees. So we decided this year we were going to make it an ongoing segment for the baseball season. The Joey Gallo update. So we're going to provide updates about Joey Gallo's trips at the plate this season. But unfortunately, even though we hit 4 home runs this week for the Minnesota Twins, Joey Gallo had to go on the injured list.
Oh.
But I got some good news. It came 2 days ago from RotoWire that Joey Gallo will report to the AAA St. Paul Saints to begin a rehab assignment with the affiliate in Indianapolis this weekend, according to Dan Hayes of The Athletic. The Twins placed Gallo on the 10-day injured list due to a right intercostal strain, but the outfielder is already feeling better and his move to the IL appears to be out of precaution more than anything. So that's great news, guys. We're going to have Joey Gallo back batting for the Twins. I'm so happy.
Well, Greg, I can do you one better. He actually played in tonight's game. His first game with the St. Paul Saints. He went 1 for 3.
That's great. So he's hitting .333 in AAA.
And that one hit was a double.
A double. Well, that's fantastic. Oh, I can't wait to have Joey back on the field. And I'm sure Joey Gallo would appreciate, just like how King Arthur would appreciate, if you went to itwasathingontv.com and listened to all the 370 episodes that precede this, along with all sorts of bonuses, the live watches, the mini-sodes, the It Was a Thing on TV instant reactions. And also, don't forget, we are on YouTube, where you can like and subscribe and stay up to date on all future entries. And also, remember, we are available on all different social media platforms at It Was a Thing on TV, except for Facebook, where Bill Russell gave us a dirty look. And so, unfortunately, we had to take It Was a Thing on TV podcast. But guys, next week, right here on It Was a Thing on TV. Oh, man. We got a very remembered short-lived television show that, if you can believe it, had a crossover with a big show on the network it was on.
Really?
Yeah.
Wow.
But also, let's not forget, it's finally happening, guys. Pilot month 2023 is upon us. And, well, you have to explain this pilot to me, Cheer, because I think I remember talking about it, but I don't remember the whole details about it.
Okay, so our first pilot for Pilot Month is the American version of a British favorite. And I'll tell you right now, it will not be the only American version of a British favorite that we talk about during Pilot Month.
Cool.
I just want to give one more hint. I just want to give one more tease of what we're doing this month. Just one more.
Okay.
The most sought-after piece of lost media in the last 30 years. Someone found it. And we are going to talk about it this month.
But also, that's not all, because we have a live show that's scheduled for that week. And while, Chico, we did Iron Man to honor the MCU 15th anniversary, well, we're doing the second part of that next week. We're going to look at the 2008 Incredible Hulk. Ooh! Grunt flexing.
Hulk smash!
Ooh! No, Edward Norton is not going to be doing any grunt flexing in this, unlike Lou Ferrigno. No.
He's just going to run a lot.
Yeah, a lot.
Those are coming up in the weeks to come right here on It Was a Thing on TV. Again, thank you so much for listening. Please be kind to each other, and we will see you for the next one.
Wow!
gonna be a great season.
And have you seen Shaq, your buddy Shaq? Because I love you.
You can't turn on the TV without seeing his fat ass everywhere. This guy. People say, have you seen Shaq? I see her every 5 minutes. Every 5 minutes, he got a commercial on. Gold Bond.
Yeah.
He got the patch on his back. Now he got suits.
Dude, yeah, he's got suits.
This dude got more commercials on.
Yeah, no, he's
it's
like
unbelievable.
He's like the Ryan Seacrest of the NBA.
Yeah.
He got.